And we are back.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey,
Long time no see.
Jerry,
It has
what
been
happened?
a long time.
You look
It was
really
He
weird,
shaved,
Jerry.
It was
He
a rough
shaved.
holiday. Things happened. I didn't think I'd be the one saying that. I've been spending the last few days trying to think of what was going to be my opening tagline, and I haven't come up with something yet. So there you go. I'm going to work on that though, since we need something.
So whither goes Jerry? Oh,
So
fair Jerry.
Yeah, so I don't know if everybody watched the announcement we did a couple weeks ago. It was posted on our various sources on Facebook, but it wasn't released in podcast form. But we did do an announcement, which I guess we should really recap quickly here, because if you're listening to this only in podcast form, then you probably have no idea why Jerry is not talking right now. Jerry has stepped away into a producer role, and he's going to be behind the scenes for the foreseeable future. And he handed me his insane notebook, tapped me on the back, and said, there you go. Have at it.
Well, fortunately, you have plenty of experience
Yeah.
running campaigns. So,
I was, and my wife can attest to this. I've had a lot of late nights, and I was really thinking this morning that I've been doing this gig for almost 40 years.
Wow.
mm-hmm.
And this is the first time I'm feeling a high degree of anxiety starting a game in as long as I can remember. Mostly because we're actually having people listen on, and there's all these technical bits that I had some awareness of, and we were all sort of collectively part of, but Jerry invested all the time in really learning it. And he and Chris with the Downward Dragons team have really helped me kind of get up to speed here. But
We'll figure it out.
yeah, there's a lot of there's really a lot that goes on the backside, and you think, oh, well, you just hit and record whatever, but no, it's a bit more than that. And hopefully this is all getting recorded, and you're going to be able to hear it. And if not, we'll be doing this take 3.
Exactly.
And if you are, welcome back, listeners.
Yeah,
It's
no kidding.
good to see you, quote unquote.
Yes.
And yeah, as you can see, there was a question on Facebook that was, are we going to be back in person? And the answer obviously is no, not quite yet.
Not yet.
I feel like it's in sight. That little optimism in me that says we're going to get out of the basement at some point.
Mm-hmm.
It's very reflective on the season 2 of Dungeon Patrol. I feel there was a lot of parallels, if you would.
Yeah, and I was really hoping season 3 was going to be filled with optimism, with the new year and all the wonderful things in store. And 2021 has just said, hold my beer. So I don't know. We're going to see what the season and this year has in store for you guys together as we go down this journey.
No buckets.
No promises.
All righty. So,
And here we go.
So, in true fashion, we're going to start off the way we always have with our illustrious Alar taking things.
Well, it's about time, Jerry. Death Cab for Alar quickly defeated the Golgonans and freed Arvik, who claimed lordship over the pirates, marching off to hold the Dreadgate against the invaders. But the true heroes of our tale took a deeper path beneath the city, pursuing Triss's werewolf nemesis, Vosh Glaba. They emerged in a vast cavern, an underground city across a dark lake. What new adventures await our team in this new underground metropolis? Find out on Season 3 of Dungeon Patrol.
Season
right.
3.
Season 3.
And that's exactly where we're picking up. The 4 of you standing at the exit to this long cave that leads a winding way up to Vadragan. And down below you, the cave expands and descends into a vast chamber beyond sight and perhaps comprehension, because it disappears into the distance. about a mile away and easily hundreds of feet down this rocky slope, you can see a huge underground lake, only dimly illuminated by a vast array of sparkling lights scintillating all across the ceiling that must be hundreds, perhaps 1,000 feet above you. The air is still, and down there at the bank of the lake, you can see sort of coming out of a cavernous wall and an exposed city illuminating the area around it, because the city itself is bright. It is filled with thousands of lights, decidedly unnatural, perhaps magical. And you can see spires and buildings of all types. And all of this you'd say about a mile away. The light plays tricks on your eyes a bit. Before you is a winding, packed, I'm going to say road, in the sense that it is smooth, but it's not paved or cobbled or anything like that. I mean, you are in a cave, but you can see that either with purpose or by thousands of feet marching over time, a track has been worn smooth and safe. And it sort of switchbacks its way down about halfway down towards the city, where you can just make out where it then curves and goes into the side of the cavern wall, where there's a cave there that is also brightly illuminated. And you're kind of left there to take it all in and look at each other to consider your options, because you don't see any people close by. And Krager will turn to you. Well, this is definitely not what I expected.
No, this is not what I thought we were going to find.
I was thinking there'd be some sort of dark headquarters filled with werewolves.
And you are disappointed?
I don't know if I'm disappointed. I'm just at a loss.
Well,
This,
oh, go ahead.
this is kind of cool. Aren't you curious what's down there?
I know my quarry is still down there. I am ready to press on.
My friends, I think my path has come to an end, though. I can see this is not going to be an easy task to accomplish. It looks like this is going to take some time. And I'm feeling the call of the city again.
But high adventure awaits down below. A city beneath a city.
I can see this, and I am deeply torn, but I've wanted to find my mate and see if my cubs are yet alive. And the allure of those thieves and a new guild and the promise of a position in this new city above tears me in two.
Well, if you choose a mediocre life, I don't blame you. I will write you out of the stories, but it is too bad. You cannot accompany us on our great and epic adventures.
I wanted nothing more than to accompany you under the guidance of someone else, but alas, Triss, we've come a long ways, and I feel like I've fulfilled my duty to keep you alive thus far, and you the same for me. I hope that we can meet again soon, perhaps once this quest is accomplished and you've returned to the surface.
Perhaps. I hope you have luck in finding your mate and cubs.
As do I. I also suspect that Oaf is going to need some help running the city. Perhaps I can help some way. Perhaps put some people in place that can help guide him.
All right, see ya.
I suppose. Yeah.
Triss will reach out and reach up and pat you on your shoulder.
He will look uncomfortable for a moment and then go in for a big gropey hug.
Oh no, I was not prepared.
He
Okay.
smells exactly the way you thought he would up close.
Okay.
Well, this is where I guess I say something like blessings upon you. Yeah, I'm going to just cast guidance on him just one last time and
Oh,
slowly let my hands just fall down off of his arm.
Well, Kragar, the tales of your contributions to the freeing of the city will long be sung in the epics that I pen. Fear not that although you are choosing a more boring path, the time when you were a hero will be sung through thousands of voices.
Thank you. And may the shadows guide you. And he will turn, look back one more time, and then disappear up the hall that you came into the illumination of the red lights. And then he's gone, leaving the three of you alone in a strange new world. And somewhere down below, your quarry awaits.
Well, that's too bad.
Hmm.
I feel a little
Uh,
concerned right now,
it-
but I must find Vosh, Commander Vosh, and well, understand what has happened and probably kill her. So
Preferably.
I'm not going back up there with by myself. So wherever you go, I guess I'm going for now.
No, this is our chance to find new heroics and new opportunities. Vadragran really hasn't been all that great for my art.
Perhaps
no,
there's a rock opera here somewhere.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
But you know it's true.
That is a good deal. Well,
All
then
right.
it sounds like you're going to press on.
Yes.
So,
Well,
go ahead.
if we can get down into the water, I can swim. I can turn into an animal that might help us to see how we can get through the water.
Blow
But
down,
that
little buddy.
seems pretty
The city's
steep.
on this side of the lake, though.
The city is on you're actually
Okay.
on this side of the lake.
All right. Well, let's just let us start down the trail and be wary.
It is disturbing to me that clearly, for a long time, people have come and gone this way, and yet none above have known.
Hmm.
Well, certainly some above have known. The commander knew to come this way. So it has been known. It is just not everyone has known, or maybe this is part
So
of
perhaps Vadragan has been controlled by a deep state.
that is entirely possible.
I'm guessing a lot of people are afraid to come down here.
I don't know. I feel like this probably just there has not been awareness. I have lived in Valdragan my whole life, and I have never heard of such a place.
Well,
So-
are you ready to proceed?
Yes, I would like to proceed down the path now. I will go first.
All right. The path is steep, but your footing is sure as you begin making your way down the well-worn packed stone. From here and there down the way, the smooth ramp of sorts turns into a series of steps. You have perhaps a brief flashback to your hike up to the top of the steps in Vadragan to go speak to the one lone priest. But as I mentioned, you make your way down. The lighting here is dim, but you can see the city growing as you walk. And you basically, even though in a direct fashion it's only about a half a mile, as you kind of make your way down the switchback, you end up probably going a good mile back and forth down this face. When you get about halfway down, again the path turns and goes to I'm going to say in this point to the east, towards the rock wall, and it moves along a cliff face, and there is an actual railing there that has been erected and it looks like it's made out of iron, that you can stand up against and look down the cliff and get a better view of the city. Because at this point, you're about a half a mile from the city. The cliff drops about 100 feet or so here.
So
And-
this is the cliff here.
Yeah, if you we don't need to share this, but if you want to share it real quick, we can.
Okay.
So if you want to share the screen and zoom in,
Yep. They're good.
that's good.
So we're right about here at this point.
Yeah, let me grab your little. I made a little cutesy marker there.
Okay.
Yeah, so you basically switch back. Each of these squares is 100 yards, so it's pretty far.
Okay.
So you can see it's down below. It is a walled city, and you can actually make out the sounds of city life. Though muffled in the vastness of this cave, I mean, it sounds like distant music and crowds and sort of city sounds you would expect. You can also see dotted out on the lake are small boats, probably fishing boats. No sails, like small oared vessels, uh, dozens, if not hundreds, scattered about the lake. The lake again goes farther than your vision can make out, so it must be miles across. And you can see coming out of a city gate down there at the bottom, what looks like another, I'm gonna say a road, because again, it's just a packed area, but it does stand out because you can see the small spaced points of light, like light posts, not very close together, but they do sort of mark a path moving along the lake, again, almost out of sight, all the way up that coast there to the north.
Hmm.
Obviously, from where you're at, there's no easy direct ascent, so you have to follow the trail down here into the cave.
Oh, so the trail takes us into.
Into this rocky wall. Yeah.
Okay.
Presumably downwards.
All right. I say we press on.
As you get closer to the tunnel, you can see the tunnel is not a cave per se. It is distinctly worked. That this is not a natural formation. And I mean, it could have been a mine at some point, but it is well fashioned. The walls, though rough, are uniform, and the path here is about 10 feet wide and about 15 feet tall, with a somewhat arched ceiling. You can see stretching out down this tunnel hundreds of feet. There are spaced out like wooden support beams pushed into the sides, and it looks safe. It's smooth, largely free of debris. It looks like somebody has kept this place clean. But the most distinctive aspect of it, if none of that matters, are the lights that, spaced starting right here at the entrance, are small. They almost look like shells, about a foot in diameter, suspended on along the left wall, uh, or just attached to the wall. And then you can see I mean, first it looks like a rope, but it looks like some sort of wire running from the shell, dozens of feet, sort of strung to another piton hammered into the wall, where another shell is attached. And this string of wire and shells just runs down the side of the wall, but each shell is illuminating in a pretty good area this walkway. Uh, the shells look almost like snail-shaped shells.
And they're glowing from within?
It is hard to tell if they're glowing from within or from without.
So I will go and examine it closely to see if I can understand what is happening.
Okay. You kind of step in there, take a look at the first one. I mean, it is affixed in place You examine it, and I would say make a perception roll.
Ooh, that is very good. That is a 22.
Wow. Okay.
That is nice. Yeah, you were pretty certain it is not from within, but the shell itself is radiating light, like a scintillating
Shells.
bright light.
It's really light. Okay. And this is not a shell that Triss recognizes. It's like, this is a weird creature I'm not familiar with.
You could make a nature check.
Sure.
Hey,
I can.
Brokos.
Yeah.
What
maybe
kind of shell is this?
Let's take a look. Shell.
Like hand-sized?
They're
It's
about
a shell.
it's like about a foot in diameter.
Oh, my. Okay.
Yeah.
They're big.
It looks like a shell that comes from the ocean.
Well done, Brokos.
I'm
What a
just doing my
font
best.
of knowledge you are.
Anybody else want to thoughtfully examine them?
Yes, I examined them and it looks like I know about a 12 on a 20-point scale.
I rolled a 1, so I'm genuinely impressed by Brokos' knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Oh,
other than
from the
that-
ocean, I see.
you, yes, the three of you conclude, well, they appear to be natural and they appear to be some sort of shell. And Brokos seems to have some further knowledge that perhaps it comes from the ocean.
Ocean,
You
yes.
you can't really. I would say, Triss, while you don't know what they are, you are inclined to disagree slightly with Brokos's analysis that it's from the ocean, whether or not you want to express that, because you still can't say for certain what these are.
Maybe they're freshwater as opposed to saltwater creatures from this vast lake down here, perhaps.
I don't really know. I've never really been in the ocean, so
Oh,
you could be right. I'll just try
Triss,
to
let Brokos
impress
have a
Alar.
win.
I was just trying to impress Alar. That's all.
he was
Well,
impressed.
you
Absolutely.
succeeded.
Oh, so it when I touch the shell, is it hot? Like, is it warm to the touch?
It is not. And the light is not heat based, which, I mean, you are familiar with magic lights. That's not a mystic secret. So that seems,
Does it start at the end, the wire, and then go to there? Is there like an end of the wire of the last light?
well, you actually don't see the last light. It continues down this tunnel.
Well, okay, the first.
But where
light,
we
then.
the first light?
Oh,
Does the wire end?
The wire does end there. Yes.
Perhaps we should follow the light.
I kind of want to pull it off the wall. What happens?
Better get my healing spell ready.
So you want to pull the shell off the wall?
Triss wants to, like, not full strength, but just kind of like see how firmly attached is it.
I mean, it. I would say it is. Okay, not full strength. So you pull gently because you realize that it is a shell, not, it's not made of wood or stone or anything like that. So you pull on it and it it doesn't move, but it starts to kind of creak a little bit. So you think whatever has affixed it to the wall is more likely the shell will break in your hands or splinter from the wall.
All right, then I will not try to remove it. All right, yeah, let's follow. How
Okay.
nice of them to greet us with lights. Better to see werewolves.
That's so true. Okay. Well, you make your way down this tunnel. There is a distinct slope to it, but it is not uncomfortably steep. It's just a nice, gentle decline as you make your way down the tunnel. It is very straight. Again, you get the sense that this obviously
Very
was-
straight.
yeah.
Okay.
Very straight, a nice gentle ramp leading down. So you follow the lights. Just the things that you observe. It seems well maintained. This is not your typical dungeon tunnel. So some entity or whatever is regularly cleaning this place out. you do come across small areas where I'm going to call it graffiti, where people have written things on the walls or kind
Oh,
of scuffed the
my.
walls. I mean, and some of it is written in probably some language you speak. I mean, does anybody speak Goblin? What languages do you guys speak? Do you know what your languages are?
Hmm. I speak Common, Druidic, and Sylvan because all the helpful ones.
Yeah, exactly. For a city campaign, I'm right there with you with Common, Elvish, and Sylvan. So
I'm a country boy.
I don't remember what I speak, and I don't remember where that is right now.
Okay, it's somewhere in D&D Beyond.
yeah, it's the
Find your
leftmost column,
proficiencies in languages.
bottom square.
We speak Infernal because of your
Right.
race, and Common.
Well, there's definitely some occasional graffiti that you don't understand, but there is some also written in Common. Um, People perhaps have signed their names here and there. Um, you can see there's spots where somebody has come by and tried to clean up the graffiti and kind of wipe it off, but then there's places where it's carved but it's not like a nuisance.
And what do we learn of their culture?
You think that the people who are leaving this are probably juveniles. So either the culture itself is entirely juvenile based, or perhaps the young of the culture may periodically wander these tunnels and get up to mischief. Although the languages that you don't understand definitely puzzle you. Did you find your languages?
I did, yeah. It's just common and infernal.
All right, good to know. All right, so you go several hundred yards down this tunnel, and it continues on. However, as you're moving forward, you do see some motion, and then you hear a shriek, and it's quite high pitched. It echoes very well through this tunnel because I'm assuming you've been moving somewhat silently, unless you've been singing, which I guess with Alar, you never know. But you hear a shriek, and then it sounds like some follow up, uh, sort of again high pitched yells, a little bit more visceral, and you see motion coming towards you. I'm going to change the map view here. You running into view, moving at a pretty good clip. You can see what looks like a kobold, uh, clutching an orange bag and wearing like a full-bodied green outfit. I'm going to say she because even though you're not maybe well versed in kobold physiology, she is definitely clearly feminine, and she is running very quickly away from a larger band of less well-dressed kobolds. They look more like the type you would expect. And she's looking back over her shoulder and then sees you. And it's clear then she doesn't break stride. Like she's running towards you, shrieking, "Help, help, help."
Oh, so in common, though.
She's screaming in common, yes.
All right. Well, this does not look like a very fair fight. So I will, yes, pull my new weapon and ready to defend this strange female kobold.
A lovely damsel in distress. What a great opener for our adventures.
I will be ready to cast my spell when I can.
Excellent. Then let's roll initiative.
Yay.
Bum, bum, bum. Ooh. Would you like us just to try and? Oh wait.
If you can just get it into the turn order.
If I
Oh,
don't
cool.
try and click on the screen sharing, that was always helpful.
Did you see that? Did you see my role in the chat on
I did not see your. I know. I saw it.
Has rolled initiative.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't come up, does it? Oh well.
Why
Not.
is it not working.
Why does it
But
say
I can't click on my character though, Don, to set the.
No, you
You have to
can't.
give us, I think.
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Always something isn't there.
he didn't give us permission to move our own characters.
Did not.
I feel so oppressed.
Oppressed.
All right. We want to give control.
Not only does Jerry look different, but he's acting strangely as well.
Why is this not working?
We could just tell you.
Well, you do need
Yeah.
to be able to move your stuff. So there we go.
That is true.
AR. It's because I actually made you characters in here. So I had to go to the
Oh my. Well,
Yeah,
I
he's
still
fancy
can't.
dancy.
Still can't do it.
You still can't do it.
I don't even see Alar on the turn order.
You don't?
I
Nope.
do. I don't
I
see
see me, but I have no
Maybe-
name.
You have no name. Well, no name is necessary.
Oh yeah, I see you in no name. Okay, yeah. Okay, now I can move my guy. That worked. Done.
Okay.
Yeah, I can move Alar, but I cannot. There we go. Okay.
I cannot move me.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
there now I can. Yeah.
There you can. And
Okay.
now can you see all each other's names?
Yes.
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 Okay, that is good.
I still can't add my. I still can't add my thing. My
He wants to have a disadvantage apparently.
All right, what's your initiative?
16. That's weird. I don't know why I can't do it. Okay.
All right, we will. There we go. That's exciting. All right. Well, sorry, people. We're working out the little kinks here. New campaign, new roll 20. All right. So the screaming kobold, followed by the gaggle of other kobolds who are clearly armed and dangerous, are running towards you. And Alar, you feel inspired to take the lead. What do you want to do?
I want to protect the fair, scaly damsel. Okay, so tell me a little bit about the kobolds. I can see on the screen that one of them looks a little bit different. What do I see about that one?
Well, the one that looks, of the group?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. They are all kobold sized. There are 4 that are wearing just looks like simple like hide armor, and they got some crude swords. And then there's one, he's dressed a bit differently, and he has kind of this large red shaped shield and a spear. So he just is equipped differently. But and he does have a slightly different coloration to him.
Okay.
He has kind of a red scaliness to him, where the others are a bit more dirt brown.
Well, I will strum on my lute and sing a song of danger everywhere as I reach into the mind of one of the front kobolds. Roll me an intelligence save, please.
Kobolds are notoriously intelligent. Oh, I am so sorry. I rolled a natty 20.
Oh, you did.
I did.
Start the day
It was
out
probably
right.
the only chance he had at making that save.
So, despite the fact that everyone was greatly entertained by my little ditty,
Nobody
Nothing
knows
happens.
Nobody knows that it didn't work, though. Just thought you were entertaining.
yeah.
Okay, well, that happened.
But I
So-
will also move up closer to.
All right, so you move up.
Mhm.
All right, well, next in initiative order is the young female kobold in the green suit. And she is drawn, perhaps gravitated towards your fine singing, and thinks it must be for her. And she goes running right past you. And it goes all the way back there next to you guys. And it still continues like, help me, they're trying to kill me.
Well, you ran past me. I'm right here.
It seems like she may be practical in that she's trying to put you between her and them. Triss, so you see this kobold clutching this orange bag, looking frantic as she kind of is panting and stops near you, looking hopeful.
All right. So I will move up. Well, yeah, just in front of Alar, and then call out to the other kobolds and say, and I have my sword ready, and just say, "Why are you chasing this woman?"
All right, you call out to them, a menacing tone in your voice, no doubt. Are you doing anything else besides moving and calling?
I'm just moving and calling. I'm going to try and diffuse the situation first.
That's fair. Okay. As you call out to them, Brokos, you get to come up from the rear. What do you want to do?
I am going to maybe not pick up the diffusion completely, but I am going to try to hold them. I'm going to cast entangle to try to get them to stop coming towards them.
Oh.
I get
So I'll need a strength check or a strength saving throw, please.
And is that that's an area, right? That could creates.
Yep, it is. It covers them all because it's going to be 20 square foot. So I'll put it so it covers them all. If you want, I don't know if you have a spell point or something.
I do not. Oh, this is not showing. I think I have to move my. Oh, there we go. So it's a 20-foot radius.
Correct. Square. So whatever.
Okay.
Just the middle, so it covers them all.
Okay. And you said strength check.
Yes, sir.
All right. So we'll start.
16 is my DC.
Oh, here we go. There's the entangle.
Cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
Huh?
fancy.
Okay. Front guy. That's going to be a fell. So he will be.
He's just he's restrained.
Second guy. He got a 15.
Nope.
So it's a fell.
Yep. 16 is my DC.
Okay. Third guy is also going to be entangled. Oh my goodness. Well, this is not looking good for the kobolds. They are all entangled.
So, and then I'll just use my free action to say, answer her.
All right. The one that appears to be the leader shouts back something in a language you don't understand. It sounds reptilian in nature, but he seems to be commanding the others who, though entangled, pull out their slings and proceed to send a barrage of sling stones in your direction. So they are going to send 2 attacks at Triss here.
So I believe restrain, they might have a disadvantage. But let me check real quick, okay?
All right, if you can verify that would be useful.
Their speed is 0, and attack rolls of the creature have advantage. The creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. And you have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Okay, so the first one's going to be miss. The second one will be a 14 to hit Triss. The third one is a miss. I'm assuming the 14 does not hit you.
14 does not hit, no.
Okay, so a hail of sling stones clatters about you, echoing around the tunnel, and you see them begin kind of furiously pulling at the entanglement in a bit of anger. Alar, what would you like to do now?
Come now, there's no need for all this. Triss has done you no harm. Please tell us. What challenge do you have with this kobold? And I will move forward and strum my lute again. Let's see. I will attempt to cast a spell on the leader, so I need a wisdom save.
And that is not good. So that is going to be a 7.
Okay. A glowing wreath of leaves appears upon his head, and he is now charmed by me.
Who isn't? Who isn't?
Well, but the laurels will demonstrate quite clearly to everyone else that I am beloved.
I see.
It's my version of Crown of Madness.
Nice.
All right. He stops his maniacal shrieking at his lackeys and begins to gaze upon you somewhat affectionately, thinking perhaps you are some long lost kin of his or more. Nicely done, Alar. The kobold in the back is going to just stay where she is. She will stop her shrieking and watch with amazement as you are easily handling all of these kobolds. Triss, what would you like to do?
Uh, uh, so I will come up to this point and I will call out again and say, "Why are you chasing her? What harm has she done?" Now he's inclined to answer me, right?
He's my friend.
So he will respond, it is the will. We must kill the insiders. He will actually reply to you in common. That's what you get.
Okay.
And in the distance, you hear dogs barking if you can't.
Kobold dogs are coming for us.
Oh,
Oh,
dear.
The whole
Dogs!
pack of
I love
dogs.
kobold dogs.
Do you want to do anything else, Triss?
Well, I mean, I guess I will go ahead and close the distance, but then that takes more than so I will I'll get right up on him.
I mean, you may not know a lot about kobolds, but from what you've heard, they're not notoriously cooperative or friendly.
Well, no, I know that, but I thought I'd give him a chance.
That is respectable.
Okay.
And I'm sure that they appreciate it.
I don't think they do, but such is life.
All right, Brokos.
As soon as I see Triss move, I'll kind of. I'm just gonna check my distance really quick. Okay, I'll kind of walk. I'm gonna get up next to Alar, and then I am going to, while I'm concentrating on the one spell, I'm going to cast right in the spot next to Triss. I'm going to cast Mold Earth and turn it into. So she's flanked, or she's right next to rough terrain. So.
Oh, a choke point.
Mhm.
So I'll create right in that spot Mold Earth, and it will be rough terrain. That's my turn. And then I'll say to Alar, is that new? Is that a new song?
I just haven't had a lot of success with it prior to this.
Oh, beautiful.
Nice.
That's my turn.
Okay. So the area next to Triss is difficult terrain.
Mhm.
I'll throw a little magic cube up there. I'll mark that. All right. All right, then it is the kobold's turn. So in order to break free, they just have to make a strength
They got to
check,
succeed their check. Yep.
but they're at disadvantage to do that. Is that correct?
Nope, just on dexterity checks, not on strength checks.
All right. So the one adjacent to Triss, since she's provided him an opportunity to poke at her, he is going to pull out his dagger, and even though he is at disadvantage, he will slash at her. And that is ineffectual at best. The one next to her is going to try to break free. And is that also still DC 15 to do that?
16.
16.
DC. Okay. And that, they are really, really weak. All right. And so the one that is charmed, he will stand there, I guess, complacently. I mean, you don't really command him. He just is no longer hostile.
I kind of do, actually. I can make him attack someone I want.
Nice.
He can, if I choose nobody, he can act normally, but Charmed target must use this action before moving on each of his turns to make a melee attack against a creature other than itself that you mentally choose. It can act normally if you choose no creature.
Magic is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That is so rude. So, are you mentally choosing anything?
Given that the nasties are still attacking my friend, I'm going to punish the one that swung its dagger at my friend. Bad kobold.
All right. Then he will use his spear and attack the kobold in front. I think he actually is probably going to hit then, even with disadvantage. That is going to be, yes, that is going to be a hit.
Cool.
Yep. Poor kobolds. He stabs the first one in the back, who was now very surprised that his leader is attacking him. But he then will make a second attack and do it again. He must be resistant because he's rolled minimum damage on both of those. So he manages to not kill his ally, even though he could have done so. But yes, he's smiling cheerfully as he pokes at his friend.
Sweet.
All right. How long does these things last? For a while, right? Your the entangle.
Entangle lasts for a minute. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Well, as long as I'm concentrating, you know.
It
Alright.
can make the leader can make a wisdom save at the end of its turn. So
He is not feeling very wise. All right. Here I thought I created a nice little challenge for you, but this is what it feels like. All right, Alar, what do you want to do?
it's my turn again. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. 10-foot. Well, I don't want to do that. Let's see. 15-foot cube. No, I'm not going to do that. Well, I think I'm going to strum a little shanty in honor of Triss and grant her bardic inspiration.
Is it a sea shanty? Those are all
It's
the
a
rage with
it's a cave shanty right
a
now,
cave,
so
a cave shanty.
it's a new.
It's the next big thing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
All right, Triss, you are feeling inspired.
And what does that mean precisely?
My bardic inspiration right now gives you a D8 to any ability check, attack, or saving throw.
Oh, all right. All right, cool.
All right, Triss. The other kobold is gingerly moving up behind you, watching again with awe, but not doing anything to contribute. She doesn't seem to be. Well, you notice that she did have a dagger like in a sheath, but she's not like a combatant. Triss. So
Well,
there's the one in front of you who seems determined to do you harm, even though the one behind him is distracting him a bit.
I'm going to have to stab him, but I have advantage, right? Because
You do.
Most certainly do.
so that is 20 to hit.
That's an easy hit.
Not even including. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's a 21. Not even including the bardic inspiration.
Yeah, you don't need to use it if you don't want to.
I will just hold on to that for right now.
Yes, he's not well armored, though he is quick.
So that is 8 damage.
Yes, you hew him easily in twain, and he falls at your feet. Yeah, I believe you have another attack.
I do have another attack, and so I will attack the one that is, at the angle to me. Oh, and that is a 24 to hit.
Again, another hit.
And that is a 9 to damage.
All right. It is not quite as bloody, but you still slash him mightily, and he crumples beneath you.
Oh, I think that I think that is good. I think I have made a point, and let's see how they respond.
All right. Brokos. Tristan
So
has cut down a couple of them easily.
so while we have them in this predicament, I am going to I'm just going to watch her handle this and kind of enjoy it, and I will cast another mold earth behind them, so right here, more difficult terrain.
Right there.
Yeah, and their entanglement is difficult terrain. So I feel like Triss has got this, and she needs to wet her blade a bit.
Work out a little stress of the last
Yep.
few weeks. Okay.
Yep, and I'll kind of step up back behind this little here, and that's my turn.
Okay, well, the two uncharmed kobolds are feeling a great deal of fear as they've seen two of their compatriots die handedly, and now their leader is not acting correctly. So they are both going to frantically try to break free. The one in the back, unsuccessful. Oh, but the one in the middle tears free. So he will retreat.
Hmm.
But it is difficult terrain, so he can do that. But he will provoke, actually, I believe, because he's not disengaging, not really thinking it through. So are you going to continue to will his commander to do this?
Well, that's only on his turn, technically. If you want to read how it's actually written, on his turn, I can make him attack. So,
And technically, he would have a reaction on his turn like anybody else.
okay. Okay, so the reaction, if that's what it is, then yeah, I would attack the fleeing kobold.
Okay, he will do so. He misses. So the fleeing kobold managed to get free, and he's not going to make it very far, though, since he had to go through all those spaces.
Well, that's not good.
So he shrieks a bit and runs a little bit away. The other one stands there, and so the leader then had that reaction. Do you want him to just attack the other guy?
Yeah, I think I will have to do that.
Okay, that is going to be a hit. All right, so he pokes once and misses, and then pokes a second time, and does a pretty substantial thrust through the guy's gullet. It does not die, but he's very miserable right now, saying, "Why?"
And the leader gets a wisdom save at this point.
A little dirty.
Ooh, perhaps that is going to be a 16.
Okay, you make it.
Oh, okay. So his eyes go clear.
What have I done?
Looking around at his forces demolished, some nearly at his own hands, and I guess so your crown then fades away.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, but he's already done his action for the round by poking at his friend, so that's all he can do. So we are back to Alar.
Okay. Well, at this point, I will call out after the fleeing kobold with a pithy jab about his cowardice. He gets to make a wisdom save as I viciously mock him.
That would be a 6.
A 6. Okay. Well, then I'm going to do 5 points of psychic damage.
So rude. He has so little psychic ability as it is, but it does not fell him, but he distinctly trips a bit and nearly falls, but you think that you've only terrified him even further. Clinging to life, he may run away some more. You hear the kobold behind you actually started cheering. Great job, guys! Wow, what heroism!
I'll look over my shoulder and wink at her.
Wow. Okay.
and toss my golden locks.
You see, she clutches her little bag tighter. It's like, oh,
Oh my.
Triss, what would you like to do?
Well, I'm gonna firebolt the fleeing guy,
Yeah, that's right.
and that is a 21.
Oh my goodness. Okay, give me some damage.
Oh, sorry. It's a different die. I have to find the right die. There we go. Okay.
I forgot you can do that.
9. That's 13 damage.
So much more fun when I was on your side. All right, so he'd just barely recovered from his mental breakdown when your firebolt catches him square in the back. It just crushes his little scaly spine, and he's blown forward, somersaults, and comes to a sad sack of a halt. there.
And such is the price of cowardice.
Kobolds have learned that lesson for millennia. All right.
Well, now I get a second. That's just
Oh,
my.
but wait, there's more.
Yes, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to firebolt. I don't want to get into I don't
No.
want to step into the entanglement. So
You can only cast one spell. That's your
Oh.
action.
even
You're
though
at-
it's
you're-
even though it's a cantrip.
Yes. Yeah,
Oh.
you can one spell. Your melee attack, like a physical attack, is 2.
Oh, it lists it under actions,
Yeah.
and it says attacks 2 per action. So I just thought I could do that twice.
Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, it's just one spell. If it was like Eldritch Blast, you'd get 2 blasts, or beam, something like
I mean, it says okay. All right.
You can cast a cantrip
Yeah, it's a
as a
cantrip.
bonus action. Like, is it a bonus action?
I mean, it's a cantrip.
But cantrip is still, if it still says one action, what does it
Yeah.
require? One action? One
Yeah.
action is 1 action, 2 attacks are in 1 action.
I see. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, then that's all I can do.
But
Okay.
you killed them, so.
Yeah,
I wanted to kill the other one.
In due time, Tris.
She's greedy.
In due time.
she's great. All right, broke
Right.
us.
Okay, well, I want my chance to kill something. I'm going to, the one here back behind when he's struggling to get out, the one over here, I'm going to create a whip out of thorns, and it's going to
Oh.
crack and come at him.
That sounds painful.
It probably is.
I haven't tested it out, but
And that's a 17 to hit, as you see there.
That is a hit indeed.
And then it's piercing damage of 6 points piercing damage because whips him.
So your whips wrap around his body, tearing away his flesh, exposing things beyond as he screams one last wail of agony and collapses into your entanglement, leaving the one larger scaled horror in front of you. He's very, very concerned now, though. He's still entangled and alone.
Oh, now he's concerned?
He thinks perhaps things are not going to go his way.
After I twisted his little brain?
So he's going to try to break free. Oh my gosh, but he's struggling with his little kobold body.
Strength is not their strong suit either.
No, it's not. It is not. So his bravado is turning to fear as he's trying to break free but fails. And we are back to Alar.
Well, I will viciously mock the leader as well. You can give me a wisdom save, please.
That is going to be a 13.
Okay. So I mock his kobold hood and his poor leadership and his weak spirit and do 4 points of.
He takes your mockery. You think he's made of sterner stuff, though,
Oh.
than his lackeys. So he's
Oh, I'm just sowing the seeds of doubt right now. Like,
Should have used the mama joke. The mama joke is a deadly one.
all right, Triss.
your mama's scales are so thin.
How dare you mock the mother?
Oh my. All right. Well, I'm going to firebolt him too.
In the face.
Yep. And that is a 20.
That is a hit.
So that is this die. Oh, yeah. Oh, 10 damage.
All right, you blast him across the shoulder. He sort of spins a bit. However, that is fire damage, correct?
Yes.
It does not seem to fully affect him.
Ah, crud. All right.
Let's see. Yeah. All right. Brokos.
Okay. I'm going to jump on top of the pile of rubble here, and I'm going to cast another Thorn Whip, and going to try to whip him as well. Whip it good. That's a 21,
Yes, that
and
hits
that's
easily.
7 points of piercing damage. And I'm 10 feet in, so I pull him
Oh.
towards me.
Oh, nice.
Well, I don't think if you want to make
Well-
a strength check, I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Yeah, because given that he is technically entangled, I would say you would need to probably beat the.
if the attack hits, the creature takes a piercing damage, and if the creature is large or smaller, you pull the creature up to 10 feet closer to you. There's no saving throw.
Well, I'm not suggesting a saving throw for him.
I'm just going to try to drag him.
I'm just saying you're competing against
Your own spell.
your own spell.
Yeah, the vines.
Like the vines
Oh.
are holding him in place.
Oh, sure.
I don't know what the official ruling is, but I'd say you would probably need to, like, you were breaking.
Then I won't. Yeah, I won't. I mean, I won't. I'll just make it
Well,
look like I'm pulling, but
Well,
really
I would say
not.
just go ahead and make a roll because you can.
Oh,
probably
okay,
still
like
do
strength
it.
roll.
Yeah.
Not the best of the. Nope. Do I pull myself in my own entanglement?
So you strain you strain against it, but the vines hold him fast. But
Yeah.
you probably tear him even more as he's like being pulled between your spells.
And I just hope to God that Triss didn't see that and kind of like look around and embarrassment.
All right, he becomes enraged. He's determined to break free of this, and he does. He breaks
All
free.
right.
All right.
But at this point, he's not going to flee. He is going to foolishly charge towards Triss. So he will step up. I'm going to move this body out of the way here. So he will get out of your entanglement and step into you. But that his action is to break free, right? So he doesn't get another.
Correct. That's his action.
Okay, so he steps forward, Triss, spear and shield ready, grim determination on his scaly face.
Okay.
And Alar.
Okay. Well. Yeah, let's just continue to mock him. Just because I'm enjoying that.
Ooh. He rolled a natty 20 this time on his save.
Okay. So obviously he's dealt with tons of taunts about his mama scales.
He maybe perhaps he's just you went too far. Once you talk about somebody's mama,
Yep,
it's
yep.
over. So
I get it.
That's it. He's not gonna stand for that.
All right.
All right, Triss. I mean, this guy stepped in. He's you notice there's that little burn spot where you hit him, but he does have like a red hue to his scales.
All right. Well, he's here now, so I'm going to just slash
here.
at him because he's standing here.
Yeah, probably a fatal mistake.
So that's an 18.
That is a hit.
Okay. So 6. So that's 9.
All right. You he tries to parry you with his shield, but your damage gets through. But
Okay.
he's clearly tough.
Okay. Can I go again?
You can go again.
Okay. That is a 22.
All right. Of course, that hits.
That's only 4 damage, though.
All right. Still standing. Brokos.
Try one more whip. Mm. 12?
12 does not hit.
Mm.
which means he can now level his spear at the valiant Triss. And let's see what he can do. That'll be a 22 to hit.
That does hit me.
All right. See if you can actually roll better than minimum damage. Oh my God. Kid you not, that is his third one he has rolled. So Triss, that's going to be 2 damage.
Okay.
And he's making a second attack. And that is going to be a 17 to hit.
That does hit me.
There we go, for 8 damage.
Oh,
so
ouchie.
that finally his spear finds a fleshy bit between your chinks in your armor. And you realize he's not a slouch, unfortunately, but you guys have really put him at a disadvantage in this. Alar, your friend is bleeding a bit.
Okay, well, I will intone a healing word and heal those 2 hit points up. And then mock the kobold for his ineffectual attempts to harm us.
All right, so you heal her 2?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well, I rolled an 8, but she only has 2, so.
No,
Oh, no, I have 8. I have 10 total.
Oh,
Damn.
you're 10 down? Okay, so you're 8. You're up 8.
No, yeah, he actually got a good hit on her. This time he rolls a 2, so he's not going to resist this mock.
Okay, let's try to roll as well as I did on that. Nope, only 6 points of damage, but still.
All right, his determination is decidedly faltering now. He's looking like he's starting to sag. There's not much left in him. All right, Triss, you think you can probably finish this off?
I would like to finish this off. That is 19.
That's a hit.
Okay. But that's only 4 damage. I'm rolling minimum. Might go again?
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah,
And that is a 22.
that's a hit.
And that is 8 damage.
All right, as you give him one more grievous slash, he drops to his knees, his spear falling from his grasp, and he looks at you and just says, "The sleeper will rise."
The what?
Exactly. It's a bit garbled, and he slumps at your feet, bleeding out.
All right.
From behind
Well, I will turn and do a sweeping bow with my cloak before our rescued
And
kobold
flourish.
Yes, absolutely.
she kind of claps their little hands. "Oh, thank you so much. You saved my life this day. I don't know what they were doing in this tunnel. This is a service tunnel. They're not supposed to be here. Oh, to whom do I owe the honor and the thanks?"
But first, who are you? And who are they? And why were they trying to kill you?
And who is the sleeper? And who are the insiders? We have so many questions.
Okay, but start with that. Who are you?
Well, I'm field engineer Sela Silverscale.
Field engineer. All right. I write that down. And who are they?
I don't know precisely. We've been having some attacks, but not usually in these tunnels. Well, actually, no, not ever in these particular tunnels. They've been mostly over in the mines and a few near the crypts, but not the service tunnels. This is a decided encroachment. I must report it to management. This is just a breach. It's just unacceptable. But yeah, I don't know. I've heard that they call themselves the Dreamers. They seem to be wanting to bring down all that is good and right in the world.
It's not much of a dream.
And what do they have against you? What harm have you done to them?
Well, I'm sure it's not me personally. I think it's against the advancement of civilization, perhaps. I don't know. I'm just a field engineer.
And are you from the city below?
Well, oh yes, of course.
And wait, what is the city's name again?
Oh well, it's officially called Subterra, but most people call it Knockabout. I mean, once you've lived there long enough, you understand why.
Knockabout. Hmm. And you say this is a service tunnel? What does that mean?
Well, this provides access to the connecting tunnels and the well, obviously the place where you just came from. So she seems a little flustered just with all the questions, since she's not used to either being questioned or the fact that people don't know these answers. You can see her just sort of clutching her little bag. You notice it has a little like a logo on it. That kind of looks like, you can make it out. It looks like a little, almost like an image of a sun.
A sun.
I'm going to actually share that. There you go.
Okay.
And it actually says Copaco underneath it.
It does.
Okay.
So what does a field engineer do?
Well, I do many things, but mostly I keep the lights on in the tunnels.
Oh, the lights are very impressive. Tell me about these lights.
She kind of cocks her head in a decidedly reptilian way. How do you mean?
Well, what kind of shell is that?
Oh well, we grow them. They're made from flail snails.
Flail snails.
Flail snails.
Do they come from the ocean?
No, of course not. The caves. They're cave snails. Little baby ones.
Well, now I know.
Little baby ones. That sounds
Oh, yes, they
intriguing.
grow quite large, of course. Huge, even.
I will dismiss the spell, let go of my concentration of the earth. I wanted to check out this bigger, while they're talking, I would like to just check on the bigger kobold to see if he's got any goodies.
Yeah, so if you start rifling through his possessions, he has, obviously a spear.
Mhm.
I'm going to say standard issue in that it is not poor quality. It actually has an iron tip, and it seems well crafted, but not magical or anything otherwise jumps out at you. It's just a good quality spear. And he's wearing like fitted leather armor. It's a step above crude. It's still a clearly kobold manufacture, but it's not the crude stuff that the other ones were wearing.
Mhm.
So it definitely sets him above the others in that sense. The thing that probably may catch your eye the most, it was the shield that he's holding, because now that things are going quickly and you have a moment to look at it, the shield itself appears to be like one large red-hued scale, like it's all one piece.
Mm.
Oh my.
Does
Okay.
it have a logo?
I'm sorry. Does
it have like
a logo?
heraldry? Anything?
No, it does not.
I thought maybe we would find out what the Dreamer logo was too, so we could just.
Does it have anything writing on it, or is it just a
Big
ordained scale?
Just a scale.
It is just a scale.
I would like to kind of then throw it over, put it on my backpack or kind of there. Anything else, or that's just about it? Just a warrior's gear.
Yeah. So he there is he has a small pack, like a satchel on his back, with some basic provisions. There's some little cured cave lizards in there. And then look like a little cooking kit, some crude stuff. You can kind of fish through it. Nothing of value, and he doesn't have any coins or anything.
Sure.
Or any like trade goods. It looks like he probably hasn't traveled far with the meager provisions, so maybe there's.
I'm just gonna sniff the jerky and then taste it.
Yeah, no reason not to keep that.
Okay. It doesn't smell foul.
Mhm.
and if you take a little nibble off of it, your mouth is immediately filled with heat because it definitely is seasoned with
Oh,
something
Nice.
very, very spicy.
All right, I'll tuck that away. That's a
That
score.
covers up the cannibalism, Brokos.
Ooh.
I'm not the one. I'm not a lizard.
But you're cool with eating sentient beings. We don't know the provenance of that meat.
Oh my.
I'm just saying.
You're talking to a druid who turns into a dog. You know, the
Whoa. Okay.
whole sentient thing is
I don't.
really
Yeah, I don't want to think about what you eat when you're a dog, man.
right. Exactly.
So the kobold will. So I need to get back and file this. Let management know, but you should probably come with me just in case there's more of them. And plus, I need to fill out an SMA report. Which guild are you part of? I'll see that the requisition gets into submit payment for this.
We are. I look at Alar. We are
So do I. I'm
part
just,
of-
We are part of the Troubadours Guild.
yeah.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
And
It's
do
a
little
small
dance.
guild. You haven't heard of it.
I didn't know that they were players. I mean, players in the scene, troubadours. I made it funny. Troubadours Guild. Okay. She pulls out a small notepad and scribbles that down. I will need a contact name then, and which is there a guild hall address? I don't know how to file this.
You wouldn't know where it is. We built it at camp, and it's originally from Canada. You wouldn't know it. Not as yet. We don't have a hall yet.
We'll just accompany you. I'm sure we can help you
Yeah.
work it all out.
So I mean, your unusual questions amidst all this. Are you not? You're not from Knockabout.
No, we are not from Knockabout.
And okay, so you're not from Knockabout. So you're not with the Arcanum then.
The Arcanum? No, we are not. Tell us more of the Arcanum.
So you're not with a local guild, and you're not with the
Not yet.
Arcanum. So you're outsiders. You're outsiders. Yes.
Will that be a problem?
Oh no. Of course not. Not a problem at all. In fact, this might be very fortuitous. I might be able to wipe out a demerit or two out of this. Oh, please, Humor, if you would be so good to escort me back, I would like to take you to see our chief engineer. There was a note on the board that we're looking for individuals not with guild affiliation. Perhaps we could help each other. Not that you haven't helped me. I'm sure we
Anybody-
can get paid out of this.
Anybody who comes down here, do they have to kind of go through this area? Is this the only way down?
When you say down, you mean from up
Well,
the way
up,
you came
down.
from?
Yes, from the surface.
Do you see many large folk like ourselves coming through?
I mean, no disrespect, you're not very large. I mean, I've seen larger.
We're larger than her. She's a
he's-
small creature.
He's
but she
been
kind of
work.
points at Triss. But I mean, I would say you're more on the effeminate side, really. I mean, she's stoutly built.
I've been working out.
Oh my goodness. All
You
right.
got those little teenage muscles.
50 push-ups, 50 sit-ups every
That's
day.
right. That's right.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be difficult. What exactly are you saying?
Well, how about we walk and talk?
Very well. Come this way. And yes, at the very least, we can get you lunch. Yes, I can expense it. Let's get lunch. How do you feel about a chow burger? As she says, as she begins leading you down the hall.
All
Sounds
right.
good.
And I think we will stop there, ready to get a chow burger for next time.
Now I have an appetite for a chow burger.
Having reached the Underdark and defeated your first enemies, the kobolds, and made allies out of kobolds.
Yeah, I don't know. It didn't. I felt a little bad about the kobold slaughter.
They were given a chance, Triss.
I
I mean, to be fair, you did.
tried.
You really did extend that olive branch. And what do you do?
And apparently they are part of a group of mad cultists
Yeah.
among the kobolds, so...
The kobold cult. Okay.
More mysteries to be solved next time.
All
on
right.
Dungeon
Sounds
Patrol.
Okay.
good.
All right.
Well, we'll see you all next time.
Bye
See you
bye.
guys.
Bye.
Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed our show, please take a moment to rate us in the Apple or Google store, as this goes a long ways to promote us. You can also follow us on Facebook /Dungeon Patrol or Twitter @Dungeon Patrol, and we're also at DungeonPatrol.com. New episodes will be streaming Sundays at 7 p.m. on Monsters Roll Twitch channel a day early. We're also on Patreon at Dungeon Patrol. If you really love our show, we would love your support. Even $1 a month can help us keep the content coming. Dungeon Patrol is a Monsters Roll production. We'll see you next week. This dungeon has been patrolled.